So please go to Spotify, search Love Your Mind, and add in your favorite songs.
Yes, we would love to see it populate, and then like we will go and listen to the songs. And also probably if we have a follow-up episode or whatever, we can also just pick on some songs that we feel that, it's cool, right? Mm.
Okay, so at this point of time, we'd like to read out some of the responses that came through our IG
Yes.
story poll. Honestly, thank you so much for sharing
Thank
with us
you.
in that. This is the first time that we
Mm.
have had so many people respond.
So
Like,
many. Wow.
so many, and I really enjoyed talking to all of you. So the
Mm.
question that we asked was, why do youth not seek help?
Why do youths not seek help? Yes. Why?
And
So
some of
what's
the
the fun?
responses, yeah, some of the responses that we got was afraid of opening up.
Don't know where to find help.
They might know they don't know how to find help or when to find help.
They might feel that it might make them look weak, afraid of judgment. Asian parents tend to brush it aside too. So sometimes they feel like as if they are in the wrong to feel a certain way.
Why you use not seek help? Because you're not used to expressing emotions to others.
And then youths think that if they confide in an adult they trust, they probably won't believe them or understand.
Margaret says, to be honest, I don't know how Asian parents really think, but when I had a bad anxiety attacks and I spoke to my mom about it, her replies are usually like, "Aya, you don't crazy lah, you don't have
Hey.
anxiety," or like, "You're always happy." Is not anxiety. Not sure if they want their child to be normal since having mental issues isn't that common, or they are not too open-minded about it yet. Sometimes they expect me
Mm.
to just write out the emotions by myself, but
Mm.
honestly, I cannot really do it. So usually I try to talk to a few friends. But it sucks that it's hard to talk to my parents about it. So from this, I get that
Mm.
Margaret really wants to talk to her parents about it because
Mm.
perhaps, having someone at home when the attack happens is crucial.
Although they don't need to say anything, but they need to be there to like kind of support, right? In a
I
sense.
think they don't have dismissive about it.
Yeah,
They don't have to say that you are
exactly.
crazy.
I understand why Margaret's mom might have said something like that because I can imagine my mom saying something similar. Even let's say I felt very sad and like maybe I feel depressed or something, right? I wouldn't tell my mom. She would just think that I'm crazy. Like I would have that pre-notion already.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean Margaret is brave enough to go and tell the mom lah. But then to get dismissed like that, right? I can say that they don't mean it. They just don't know how to express themselves. They are not like she's like like she said lah. They're not open. Like that means they don't know how to handle you. So they want to tell you you are my kid. You're okay one. Don't worry. Which of course
Mm.
didn't solve the issue lah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And we have another person called Clarice. She said, mental health, despite being mentioned from time to time, is considered a taboo subject. Not many people understand mental health. Many of our parents are from the generation that did not have to deal with these sorts of issues or were not exposed to them as much. And they also grew up in a time period where people think mental illnesses are caused by the devil. So devil equals possession, like what we mentioned just now. She also says that it's not uncommon to self-stigmatize, especially to something that is invisible. People link how they act, feel to their actions to attitude. That's why their personality becomes the focus of blame instead of their feelings being addressed and dealt with. Super chim. Also, because many of us don't know how to handle our feelings due to emotional neglect, which isn't really uncommon. Most parents do not know how to teach us or aren't really affectionate. So when and she's not blaming parents, she actually is trying to empathize with
Yeah.
them. She might be a type 2 like me, like trying to think for others and
Yeah.
trying to empathize also.
Exactly.
But it is sad, I must say, after reading everybody's response, it is sad to know that the next generation feels that way about their parents because in my generation, I know a lot of my peers felt that way about their parents. I had a rude shock listening or hearing and reading these comments because I thought, it has changed.
So remember we had this conversation in your car or something, right? You were telling me about this, and I'm just like, huh? These are the Gen Z parents, aren't they around our age? You know? Then we were just thinking, okay, maybe they are just slightly older, like in between the millennial and boomer lah. So means they are still under the influence of boomers. I'm not saying that is anything bad or what, but I think it might just be the upbringing and exposure that they get lah. Yeah, because the stigma, I think, is quite big. The more taboo the thing is, right, the more nobody want to talk about it. But to me, I don't feel that it's the point lah. Like, you know, you should be open to talk about it rather than like bury it.